Hey, Funkhauser, what's going on in the world? Anything good? Anything newsworthy? Anything we should be talking about?
Well, I guess I could take a look if you want.
Yeah, go on. What's going on?
Well, Bruce Jenner's in the news today. He wants his own reality show.
Oh. If somebody offered you the opportunity to be on a reality show, would you?
Me? Probably.
Yeah?
Depends on the reality show. Most of them I'd go on.
Like, didn't your girlfriend try out for a game show? Was it a reality show?
Yeah. I forget what it was, but it was one of those interviews where we got interviewed for a show, but they never called us back. I forget what it was, though.
Huh. Interesting.
But yeah, I'd be on stuff like Fear Factor. I would do that. I'd eat some caterpillars. I don't mind.
Yeah, the
Would
Fear
you?
Factor thing. No. And I think it's foolish pride. I believe it's foolish pride is the thing that would keep me off of a reality show. Because in Fear Factor, they're after $50,000, and they're doing things that are reprehensible, like eating caterpillars. While Joe Rogan goes, "Eat it. It's $50,000." I'm arrogant enough and foolhardy enough to believe that the amounts of money people can win on those shows, I can manifest in my own life without having to eat something disgusting or do something morally reprehensible or make an idiot of myself on national television. So it's really just my ego getting in my way, and not an ego in terms of like, I don't want to do something ridiculous and be perceived as not being cool. That's not a problem. But it's like the idea that if I do this, I'm basically saying to myself, I couldn't make $50,000 any other way, so I've got to eat something disgusting.
What about like Dancing with the Stars?
Well, I can't dance, and I'm not a star, so hey, I guess I'd be perfect for that show. Dancing with the Stars? No. I mean, I don't know. I'm. One thing I've learned as the hands of time, as the ravages of time have taken a swipe at my psyche over the years. One thing I've learned is to keep an open mind and never say never. Not necessarily to things like Dancing with the Stars, but there's been people, like, I don't know about you, but I used to be very black and white about a bunch of stuff. It's just like if I saw somebody do something that I didn't like or didn't approve of just once, could have been something stupid like, I don't know, some drunken, idiotic behavior. And everybody gets idiotically drunk, and I just don't relate to it because I don't drink. But if I ever saw somebody do something that I did not approve of in the past, I'd be like, that's it. You're a loser. You're dead to me. That guy's an idiot. That's it. Done. And I made up my mind about that. Whether it was family or whether it was in the workplace or whether it was socially, I was very quick to not only jump to conclusions with regard to people and things, but also stick to those conclusions because, well, I have this expression, what good is a grudge if you can't hold it? But I've learned through the passage of time that people that I had a burning white hatred for, I actually quite get along with well now and have good relationships with, whether it's a working relationship or a social type of thing. So I've learned to be a little less quick to judge and a little more open-minded to things potentially being better than I initially perceived them to be. So for that reason, I wouldn't completely X out Dancing with the Stars, but I'd be very surprised if something like that ever happened to yours truly. Because like I said, A, can't dance, B, not a star.
Well, what about there's this new reality show that's going to feature a man convincing prostitutes to quit their job.
Oh, yeah. Critics are already slamming it. And by critics, I mean Charlie Sheen. But the Bruce Jenner reality show, that could be an interesting thing. I think he just has to come up with a snappy title for it, and he'll be off to the races. It's going to be tough, though, picking out a title for the Bruce Jenner reality show, only because New Girl, already taken. More reality television news, please.
Well, on the season premiere of Celebrity Apprentice, Keisha Knight Pulliam said
Rudy Huxtable.
Oh, she said she hasn't spoken to Bill Cosby in a long time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, her exact words were, I don't remember the last time I saw him. It was a whole big thing. She refused to call him for money. Like, it was, I guess, a Celebrity Apprentice. They were looking to fundraise or something like that, and they fired her with a quickness. I think this was one of the first episodes of the season, and I think she might have been the first person fired. And I have to imagine that when she signed up to do it, the whole Bill Cosby thing was kind of a non-issue. Now it's a big issue. So I wonder if she just arranged to get herself fired early on because of everything that would come with it. Now that Bill Cosby is known for the glug glug. What was in this? Oh, my butt hurts.
In that order.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump was reasonably sympathetic when and she didn't not call Bill Cosby to ask for a donation for what they were raising money for because of the sex scandal thing. She said she felt uncomfortable doing it because she hadn't spoken to him in the past 5 years. I love the Cosby Show. I hope some of its legacy of decency remains intact, and if that's the fact that Rudy has scruples and morals, then I'm pretty okay with that.
You so laughably call music. That's not what the word music means. That's not how you use it. You gave it a shot. You tried your best. Your best just sucked without enough. So hang it up. Just give it up. It's time somebody lets you know that you will never be good enough. You will never be one of us. You will never be good enough.
Senate, the GOP is set to vote to pass the Keystone XL pipeline on Friday. AP White House correspondent Mark Smith reports Cuba and immigration will also be high on the agenda.
Much of Latin America has welcomed the president's move to normalize diplomatic ties with Cuba. And while Republicans in Congress are irate over his shielding millions of immigrants,
you're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. You're nothing more than a dried up shit stain. We all wanna see you in pain. So save us the aggravation, put a bullet through that thing you call a brain. Save us the time, save us the trouble, save us the strife. You useless waste of space, why don't you take your own life? Because you're never was, never were, never will be. While I'm out running the streets, you're living life on your knees. It's gotta be hell to be you, so call it a day and be through. Tuck on the business end of a shotgun, it's the right thing for you to do. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. I'd like to encourage your suicide every time that you are near my side. I'm struck by the bad luck that was stuck with you, always personified. Those food stamps that you live off of could be feeding someone real. And I'm sick of my tax dollars providing your every fucking meal. You fucking waste of space, you fucking waste of skin, you fucking waste of air. Put the gun to your head where you're losing your hair. You wanna know what it was that has made you this way? You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. You fucking waste of space, you fucking waste of skin, you fucking waste of air. Put the gun to your head where you're losing your hair. You wanna know what it was that has made you this way? You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Take your own life. Some people should die. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. That's just unconscious knowledge. She'll talk a bunch, but then I've got a hunch that if I step to you, you'd back right down. Can't see it through your bitch and you're like Kool-Aid. just 10% juice. Punk. And I picture my fist smashing through your teeth, and I smile to myself as I watch you start to bleed, and I watch you hit the floor and kick your head and while you're down, and I make it so you never show your face when I'm so it's about to go down. If you wanna throw down, then you got your showdown here tonight. So come on, put your fists up, or just back that shit on the floor. Jack your face up and do it right. You've been talking about me behind my back for a long time, so step to me and get some balls and say what's on your mind. I bet you'll never do it, I bet that you'll back down, I bet you'll never show your face when I'm so it's about to go down. If you wanna throw down, then you got your showdown here tonight.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
Funkhauser, let's bring home the news. And then...
Okay.
What did I say we were going to be talking about on the show today? Oh, yeah. LGBT affirmative action. Yep. I don't know if you've caught it or not, but hiring members of the LGBT community is the latest move in corporate affirmative action. And while I 100% believe in equality, I don't believe in mediocrity. Oh, alackaday forsooth. Oh, what are we to do? We'll discuss that a little later on in the show. Right now, though, Funkhauser, let's burn through the news.
Slash never signed a prenup, so his ex may be entitled to half of his assets in following the divorce.
Oh, yeah. Slash from Guns N' Roses and Velvet or Revolver fame. Notice how I charitably included his other band in there?
Why would you get married if you were Slash? I mean, really? What kind of girl?
Well, apparently they've... it's so funny. I thought the same thing, too. I was like, God, Slash's wife must just be mind-numbingly hot. And she's okay. So which leads me to the conclusion that it must have been love. Because Slash... Slash was in the biggest band in the world in the 80s. Like, in the 80s, y'all. Which means that every permutation of everything that it was possible to try with women, he had offered up to him on a silver platter on a regular basis. And I have to assume that at some stage in the game, and this is another sign that you're getting older, some stage in the game, the great adventure stops being conquest of the world, whether that means women or fans or whatever, and the great adventure kind of becomes having a family. It's so amazing. I look at the kids in my family, like my little cousins, the ones that are now 13, 14, 15 years old, and I look at their parents, and I remember those cousins when they were just being born, and I was like, wow, they've raised them into such incredible little people. They're awesome. And that has to be an incredible adventure, I think. And watching that unfold in its own way has to be as, if not more exciting than having a hot and cold, constant 24/7 stream of naked supermodels at your beck and call while rocking stadiums exclusively. So I would imagine that that's why Slash got married. He was just, that was the next frontier for him. And it's not like it was like, over in 87 days like George Clooney's wedding is supposedly. He stuck with it for 13, 14 years. I think, unfortunately, he married a woman who was kind of bat-ass crazy, and he's a couple sandwiches short of a picnic himself. I mean, look at him. Just look at him. And so that's why it's ending. But, yeah, Slash never signed a prenup, so his ex might be entitled to half of his assets following the divorce. So I guess the question would be, what does a woman do with 500 black top hats? Go on.
Some snake boots. Hecklers at a Houston nightclub threw drinks at Cleveland Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel.
Manziel immediately fumbled the drinks and then sat out the rest of the party. Go on.
President Obama spent some time with Eddie Vedder during his vacation in Hawaii.
Yeah, Obama and the lead singer of Pearl Jam hanging out. I would imagine Obama spent the time asking Eddie